How is it going, guys? This is Rogue Origins here, and welcome back to yet another episode of Machine Knight. In the last episode, 100% of it was dialogue, and I hope you were there for the entire thing. Some of it was pretty interesting, some of it was pretty boring, but we are actually going to get into the core of this game, which is the gameplay. Basically the core of every game. Alright, more dialogue. Alright. Oh, Frayne, there's something I'd like you to see. Something you want me to see. At the edge of the village, let's go. Oh, it's at the edge of the village. Okay. So they're just gonna walk there. Cool, cool, cool. Let's see what's over there. This is... It was left by the men who attacked here. It's some kind of armor, but it's packed full of stuff I've never seen before. Do you know anything about this, Mr. Frayne? Yes. You're serious? What the hell is it? It's a machine soldier. Machine? Soldier? It's like a wind-up doll. It's not armor. The whole thing moves. What do you mean? Is it some kind of magic? Magic? Well, it's got to be magic, right? Like this. And like this. In the world I came from, there was no such thing. Came from? A world. Is this the world of Dream you were talking about? Why is there no magic in your world, Mr. Frayne? How do I put it, for example? In this world, do food and customs vary from region to region? Yes, there are great differences, I've heard. It's said that in Curio, they only eat sour foods. Weird. Alright, in the world, the country I come from, magic doesn't exist. There are stories perhaps magic once existed, but maybe it's like these other differences. Frayne, you really are from another world, aren't you? Yes. What you take as common sense would work there. It's a completely different country. Wouldn't work there. A completely different country, is it? I can't even imagine such a thing. And are there many machine soldiers in your country, Mr. Frayne? At first, they were built to work, and they were used for many purposes. But soon, the military adopted them. They've been used in many wars. Even convenience can be turned into evil ends. The joints still seem to be weak. Joints? Is the head the weak point? The armoring is pretty thick, but the limbs need free range of motion. If you thrust in a stick or bar and elevate it to a 20-degree angle, it will overheat quickly. Fella, what? Well, if the carburetor is exposed, it seriously reduces its air cooling capabilities. Miss Allen, do you understand what he's saying? No, it's giving me a headache. I really like how they really make the difference between these two worlds, between these characters. But now that you mention it, I heard that when the machine soldier attacked, the apparatus in the northern ruins began moving. Ruined. It's an old ruin to the north of Dangdong. Inside the ruin, there's some kind of device. It's not like a golem that moves with magic. No one knows what it is, or what it was used for. I remember that. It caused a commotion among the Dangdong troops. Anyhow, how does this soldier seems to be part of last night's attacks. The troops have all withdrawn. The thing I saw looked different from this, but it had the same kind of atmosphere. I wonder if there's some sort of connection. People say the ruins stood long before Dangdong was founded. Frayne might understand more. I'll check if the chance comes. But if this comes from Frayne's country, finding a connection will be difficult, won't it? Yes, but I won't just be an unwitting messenger and spy. I need to clear this misunderstanding up, or I'll never be able to go back. Mr. Frayne. Well, at any rate, we're headed for Dangdong. Alright, let's go. Let's go to Dangdong. I don't believe we could really do anything else at this moment. So let's go ahead and go to Dangdong. Alright, so let's go straight to the guy and try to make peace with him. Okay, let's skip through this. Alright, now we're gonna go talk to Paul. Look who's come to pay a visit. Staff officer, well, Paul, I've come to speak with you. Even if you surrender yourself, the fact remains that you caused a public panic. You cannot escape the death penalty. Please allow me to defect. I ask asylum. What a dramatic request. Sir, are you going to allow it? I've said nothing of the sort yet, but I appreciate your enthusiasm. Now leave us. Yes, sir. So, are you saying that you're willing to be a refugee? I skipped through that really quick. Alright, that's right. From now on, I'll live for those who have helped me. I've made my decision. The only reason I come to you is to ask that these two be removed from suspicion. Sister and you again. I live my life in my own way. Is that a problem? Well, refugee, you will now fight against your homeland. You will fight against everything your homeland stands for. Sir, are you serious? This is the man who caused the trouble in Cole. Whether he flees or dies somewhere, nothing changes. He vanishes from this world. Also, the sister and Yumil's granddaughter are here. I wonder who Yumil is. Maybe Alden will eventually tell us. If something unpredictable happens, we can use them and insist that we are in the right. If we confiscate Triss facilities and seize the vast fortune Yumil left for her, most people will be persuaded it was for the best. What? This has nothing to do with my grandpa. Miss Allen, please stay calm. Bah, bastard. Remember, no one can make a true self-evaluation. When a third person evaluates him, only then can his value be fairly determined. He'll stab you in the back. He's deceived these women, too. If that should happen, we'll do our best to address these consequences. Fine, now I can do what I like. But you'll need to provide me with information. What? The reason they decided to invade our country. I'd like to hear it. Despite your sacrifice, you know nothing. It's because of energy. And if they require a thing called energy, what then? It's like wood for the fireplace. To make this country move, you need water and fire, don't you? Like firewood. So the fact is you were seeking something while posing falsely as a messenger for peace. The air of this world contains a certain valuable element that does not exist in my world. A special mineral, or some kind of unique resource, exists in this world, doesn't it? Alright, where was I? Alright. Exists in this world, doesn't it? Soulstone ore? Ooh, that sounds pretty neat. That sounds pretty neat! Alright, what's that? This world was born of the power of the spirit gods. Fire god Igrim, water god Hyuno, earth god Dreadith, wind god Penot. These four gods created life. While the light god Oraye and the darkness god Velvis created the world. Hold up, one sec. Okay, I'm back. Soulstones are the oracles to people. They're also used to drive evil demons away and to establish harmony in the world. Dong recently received a soulstone of light from Oraji. Orai. I think it's Orai. Yeah, it's Orai, okay. Doctor, the high officer in our country has long searched for a place where such energy might be found. If this soulstone ore is a source of special element in your atmosphere, I suppose his purpose was to get soulstone ore. Their target was soulstone ore. How disrespectful. If peaceful relationships are established, there is a high likelihood that they will steal soulstone ore. But I'm no prophet. I can't say what will happen in 10 or 20 years. All I know right now is that they wanted the air of this world. That was my purpose in coming here. A shortage of water and fire. That is the real reason you were sent to Ding Dong, then. Yeah. Just, yeah. Yeah. Once people are satisfied with their clothing, food, and houses, they grow conceited. Soon, they begin to resent even carrying in the firewood. What do you mean? Anyway, your presence here was simply their first step. The scheme of sending a spy messenger, the scheme of making peace and timing the attack, the longer scheme. Your own existence was just one piece of the jeopardy posed to this castle, that is certain. I was driven out of the country and almost killed by my own party. You are free to think what you will. However, I'll continue to insist. I am not a spy messenger or a double agent. If you wish to arrest me, that is your prerogative. But my own claim stands firm. Well, first go to Lecombe Castle in the west. There is a water soulstone there. Sir, that will set a bad example. If you can say that he can erase his crime by working, all the prisoners will protest. They needn't know anything about this. It's simple. I mean no respect, but please listen. I cannot understand why you forgive him. He guided the enemy's troops here. Surely that's an indisputable fact. The castle did not fall. In that case, the next nearest soulstone ore is in Lecombe Castle. They use this man for their scheme. If they cannot defeat us in direct confrontation, they will attack at the margins. To prevent their developing a taste for the fruit, we need to gain the upper hand. If they get one soulstone ore, they will try a second time and a third. They will return to the castle someday. You all know their capability, right? Armor that withstands repeated attacks, catastrophic firepower, and a robust will, never backing down. Your name is Frayne, right? You recognized them, didn't you? They are machine soldiers. I remember most of the blueprints. To break them, you need neither sword nor arrow. Then you take care of the machine soldiers. This is the reason I will send him to Lecombe. It is the best way to protect our country. I choose this path for the benefit of our country. Do you still disagree? I wasn't thinking clearly. There will be time to deal with his crimes when everything is done, although it may become unnecessary to punish him by our own hands. Olin, Bell, do you know the way to Lecombe Castle? There is a high road to Lecombe Castle, and I've been there many times. Once it's decided, let's go at once. I will stay here longer. Their evil will affect us, and I might be suspicious of everyone. Fine, let's go. Additionally, I'll grant you the authority to take on a variety of duties. Ha, isn't it all just cleaning a toilet? Each castle has a guard station in Ding Dong. If you go there, you'll find further opportunity to rebel against your home country. I'll remember that. My wish is helping you all will be of benefit to this world. Then leave. You are free to go. We wouldn't stay any longer, even without your blessing. Let's go, Bell. Frayne. Yes. Alright, let me close this real quick. Alright. So, our next objective is to go to Lecombe Castle and see what's going on there, but first I want to go up some levels, fight some monsters outside, and do some missions. So, this is basically the side part of this game, just for fun. It's a list of missions, kind of like Monster Hunter, that you could just go do and, turn in and get rewards, so it's a pretty fun addition to the game. This is the headquarters of Ding Dong's Advanced Guard Dispatch. I've heard about you from Officer Paul. Ding Dong maintains guard dispatches in many countries to improve mutual understanding and pursue training. Complete the missions you receive there, and do them as well as you can. So, is there anything I can do now? Here's an easy errand. Go to the small cave to the east, and help with the punitive expedition. You'll find advanced troops. Ask them for details. Who do we have to thank for being so busy? Alright. That is pretty cool. Now we're gonna go ahead and see what the crap I can buy from the weapon shop, because I love buying equipment. Alright. Hey, Olin, formed a new team again? We are the trio of love and bravery. Our sole aim is world peace. Haha, I cheer for your team. That's right, just leave the world peace to us. Do you know him? An old fighting companion, from way back, when I was little. You, Frayne, you don't seem like a guy who was bad when he was little. I got in a few shoving matches, but nothing ever went as far as throwing punches. That guy was already starting something with me, and I'd make him cry. I used to just rain punches down on him, but for the dignity of man, I'd sometimes let him get in one or two. So the fights ended in a draw, right? You kidding? He'd get 1, 2, he'd get in 1 and 2. Then that night, his parents would come to our house and apologize, like he could have hurt me. Well, he attacked a girl. To tell the truth, my grandpa was a great man, named Yumo, who wrote about the magic system. He had great skills, knew about everything, and was always very kind. When I was a child, it put a lot of pressure on me. Even now, most of the soldiers of Ding Dong can barely conceal their envy of me. That gate guard and Paul were talking about him, weren't they? So, your fight mate's parents came to apologize because you were the grandchild of Yumo. His bruises were always bigger than mine, but our families were on different levels. The next day, he'd show up at my house half in tears and saying, "You used your family, it's not fair." Just sounds like a couple of kids fighting to me. He formed a team and they started attacking me, saying, "You don't play fair, you're a cheater." And what do you think I did to them? I did then. Kicked their asses. Not far off. I laughed at the lot of them, laughed till my stomach ached. Laughed until they were ashamed, and then I told them they better choose their fights carefully. So, oh, I didn't get to read that. And then beat him senseless, that stupid man who didn't stop to think who he was picking a fight with. Huh, beat him senseless? I like the sound of that. No, you can admire her spirit, but you shouldn't start acting like her. True. I have your back. You can be the leader. Let's reap all the glory, and when it's finished, we'll hire a painter to do your portrait. You'll have a gleaming sword in your hand, and your left foot on his head. How does that sound? I think it would be great. In that case, I would like to be painted on a white horse, wrapped in a cloak. Sounds perfect. Frayne, you're not alone. Belle and I are with you. How could you feel insecure or lost standing between two such blushing flowers? Blushing flowers? What? Sorry. You meant the two of you, right? Good. He seems to be feeling better. Even if he falls on his knees, blubbering and begging, don't forgive him. Promise? And by the way, how long do you plan to tag along? Me? Is it wrong for me to come? No, it's not wrong, but you're a sister, right? Well, there's a rule that every sister should make a pilgrimage. But that rule is for sisters who are at least 18. You're still 16, aren't you? I was permitted to go early, because it was perfect chance, taking care of someone like Frayne. You heard her, Frayne. What should we do? I can decide. I don't mind her coming with us. Are you sure it's alright following me like this? Our spirits are magnified in both strength and purity through confronting difficulties. So, what's your real intention? I really can't stand the idea of Alden going off on an adventure and leaving me alone. Heh, that's my Belle. I'm starting to be confused about what I should believe. It's true, a sister has to make a pilgrimage, and the bishop gave me permission. Well, as long as she insists, we can't stop her, can we? No, but... It's settled then, and don't cry over it, either. I'll try. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and see, how the weapons are and what we can really buy and get for our party. I don't know if we have a default, money, but let's see. Welcome! We have a variety of excellent goods. Let's buy. So, that wouldn't give anyone extra stats. Neither this. The Cane of Birch could get Belle to a very high level here. And the leather the leather armor is very helpful, so... Ooh, I don't really know. I really don't know. Alright, so... let's try to go around the town, see if we can find any chests. I believe there are some chests in the castle, so we're gonna go ahead and grab those. So not out here. And where was it? I'm confused. Let's try to go up here. I can't really remember where it was exactly. Oh, I think I know. I think I know. Yes, I'm pretty sure that's it. Let's just go down through here. No, not up here. Where was it? I know it was somewhere here. Alright, let's try to go down here. Okay, not down there. This is confuzzling. Alright, I'll be back when I find the room. Alright, I believe I have found it, so we're just gonna open some chests. A tome of manufacturing steel spear was in the treasure box. You received a tome... Okay, whatever. Alright. So we got a tome of manufacturing steel spear, so that's pretty neat. Juice of Demazi was in the treasure box. You received Juice of Demazi. Cool, cool, cool. Now this last one. The treasure chest contained 1,000 gold. Okay. I just struck it rich, guys. I'm rich. Get wrecked. Screw all you. I'm just kidding. But I'm really rich now. So, we might be able to get, like, all the gear that we actually need. Which is pretty crazy. I just want to explore the entirety of this castle. Nothing out here. Alright, now let's go buy some of that equipment. I knew a treasure chest had 1,000 gold. I remembered that, and... excuse me. So let's go ahead and go buy some gear, dude. That's pretty crazy. Alright. Come on. Get through here. I can't walk through... Okay, never mind. So, let's get in here. We are going to get... Let's see here. Yes. Alright. One more leather armor. Okay. And one more leather armor. Alright, so... Wait, what? Oh, okay, that only brings me down to 400. And then let's get a cane of birch. Yes. I'm sure I want to buy a cane of birch. Thank you for your custom. Alright. Now we can go back. And we can go in the menu. And we can... What were we going to do? We were going to equip our characters. I totally knew that. Alright, let's get... Frame, some leather armor. Leather armor +1. So that's much better. Okay, let's get Belle, some leather armor +1. Boom. all in. Some leather armor +1. Boom! Get wrecked. Alright, so now we can also equip Belle with the Cane of Birch. And so now we have much stronger characters. So that's pretty nice. And I want to sell most of our armor to this guy. Armor. Leather armor. Cotton robe. Thin cape. And that's it. Alright. So, we got our people equipped, we got through another giant stretch of dialogue, and our next mission is to go to Lecom Castle, so thank you guys so much for watching this episode. If you liked it, please leave a like and comment if I can do anything better, and thank you guys so much for watching this video. I'll see you guys in the next video.